Good day, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Our team has undertaken a case study number 4, which focuses on the challenges faced by Boeing Aerospace, one of the world's foremost aerospace and defense corporations. We will be examining organizational problems within Boeing, analyzing their underlying causes, and considering the impacts on both operations and stakeholders. Our goal is to apply relevant management theories and frameworks to identify possible solutions and recommendations. Our Group 150 consists of 4 dedicated members. My name is Adebanjo Oluwafemi, serving in the capacity of the group leader, and my teammates are Amadi Jain, Abu Urara, and Hussein Ahmad. And together we have collaborated to analyze the study and this case and develop key findings that we present to you today. We will look forward to sharing our insights and discussions, practical. Oh, boy.
You don't tire.
Oh my God, I'm really tired. Yes,
Don't
I
tire.
am. I am really tired. That's the truth. I'm
You
tired.
see, the thing is, even if you make it, just say sorry or excuse me. It's continue. Doesn't matter.
No.
Don't worry, bro.
Okay. Uh,
Even if it's one word you made a mistake, just say excuse me. You still continue. Even lecturer they make mistake for reading. So
okay, I'm starting now. Good day, everyone. Welcome to our presentation. Our team has undertaken case study number 4, which focuses on the challenges faced by Boeing Aerospace, one of the world's foremost aerospace and defense corporations. We will be examining organizational problems within Boeing, analyzing their underlying causes and considering the impacts on both operations and stakeholders. Our goal is to apply relevant management theories and frameworks to identify possible solutions and recommendations. Our group consists of 4 dedicated members. My name is Adebanjo Oluwafemi, and I'll be serving in the capacity of the group leader. My teammates are Amadi Jain, Abu Hurara, and Hussein Ahmad, and together we have collaborated to analyze the case and develop key findings that we will present to you today. Now, we look forward to sharing our insights and discussing practical approaches to resolving critical challenges in complex organizations like Boeing Aerospace. Now, moving on to slide 2. This segment of our presentation addresses the ongoing and multifaceted crisis experienced by Boeing, a prominent company in the global aerospace sector. Now, over recent years, the organization has faced a variety of challenges, including tragic aircraft accidents, operational disruption within its supply chain, and diminishing stakeholder trust, and a noticeable downturn in financial results. And these challenges have been examined and highlighted by both regulatory authorities and market analysis. Now, this presentation centers on commissioned assessment of the significant crisis currently impacting Boeing, a long-standing leader in the aerospace industry. Our objective is to evaluate the depth and scope of the company's recent challenges and to propose strategic actions for recovery and for growth. The contextual background of our study offers a broad overview of the evolving environment in the aerospace industry, especially as it continues recovering from the pandemic. Now, the global sector faces persistent challenges, including ongoing disruptions in supply chains and increasing material costs. 2 major corporations, Boeing and Airbus, together hold a dominant share of the commercial aircraft company market, with Airbus currently maintaining a lead by delivering more aircraft and securing higher order volumes. And recently, industry events, including the Paris Air Show, have further highlighted Airbus's competitive momentum, while Boeing has seen more modest engagement and has fallen behind in recent delivery figures. Our angle of analysis and approach. In this segment, I will outline the analytical perspective and methodology guiding our assessment of the Boeing's organizational crisis. Our report takes a management-centered approach, examining how high-level leadership decisions, internal company culture, and strategic missteps converged to create widespread disruption within Boeing. We further extend this analysis to consider the repercussions not only for Boeing, but also for industry regulators, suppliers, and the broader aerospace community. Now, let's talk about the relevance and scope of our study. Our presentation focuses on the significant challenges currently affecting Boeing. Now, despite its position alongside Airbus as a global leader in the aerospace industry, Boeing has encountered substantial setback, including damage to its reputation, elevated production costs, and persistent delays in aircraft deliveries. And these issues reflect deeper systemic problems related to leadership decisions, corporate governance, and risk management practices. Now, what are the key impacts of the Boeing crisis and the reason why solving the Boeing crisis matters? Now, addressing this issue, the profound human, financial, and organizational impacts stemming from the Boeing crisis. Now, tragically, 346 lives were lost in two devastating aircraft accidents, severely undermining public confidence in Boeing and aviation safety as a whole. Now, the crisis prompted heightened regulatory scrutiny and with agencies such as the FAA and the EASA, increasing oversight and compliance requirements to ensure such failures are not repeated. These measures have introduced significant operational and regulatory challenges to Boeing. Now, what are the gaps in the Boeing case? At the heart of Boeing's crisis is a fundamental disconnect between its traditional engineering-driven culture and a more recent corporate emphasis on financial optimization and maximizing shareholders' value. Historically, Boeing was celebrated for its commitment to safety-focused innovation and engineering excellence. However, following the 1997 merger with McDonnell Douglas, the company's priorities shifted significantly. This merger introduced a change in corporate culture, moving Boeing forward, moving Boeing towards a focus on cost reduction and accelerated production timeline, and increased executive remuneration, often at the expense of product safety and transparency. Now, over to slide 9 with the problem definition and analysis. Jane, over to you, please.
My name is Jane Amadi. I will be speaking on problem definition and analysis. This section defines and analyzes the core problem underlying Boeing ongoing crisis, focusing on both graphic and sectorial aspects. All through Boeing is a US-based company. Its operational have broad international reach. Its business activities, including manufacturing, supply chain management, and regulatory compliance, involving multiple regions such as the United States, Europe, and Asia. Boeing operates within the global commercial aerospace sector. The key players affected by the crisis, including employees, executive, regulatory, like the FAA and the EASA, like customers, passengers, and suppliers. Move up. I'll be speaking to slide 10, root causes of the crisis using the 5-ways diagram. We explore the fundamental root causes behind the crisis currently facing Boeing, highlighting intercontinental systematic failure that have undermined the company's safety, operational reliability, and reputation. Moving over to slide 11, problem definition and analysis using the fishbone diagram. This slide presents a structured analysis of the root causing underlying the crisis faced by Boeing, illustrated through the fishbone diagram. This diagram usually organizes key contributing factors into several categories, highlighting the complex and intercontinental nature of the challenges Boeing has experienced. Starting with the governances and leadership, the diagram underscores how holders value a financial performances over safety and operational integrity led to systematic weakness. Thank you.
Thanks. Now I'm going to present a theoretical model framework. In this part of the presentation, we explore a theoretical framework the underpin our analyzing of Boeing's crisis, providing a comprehensive management perspective on the factors that lead to the company challenges. We utilize the McKinsey's 7S framework to examine the mismanagement within Boeing's internal environment. This model assesses 7 independent elements: strategy, structure, system, and shared value, style, staff, and skills, revealing how insurgents among these components, particularly between Boeing organizational values and strategic priorities, contributed to SESIC's failure. The agency theory developed by Jasons and McKinsey highlights the conflict of interest between executives and stakeholders at Boeing. Proportionate focus on maximizing shareholders' values lead to underinvestment in critical safety training and system, demonstrating mismanagement between management incentives and broader stakeholder expectations for safety and reliability. Move on to the next slide. The McNee framework applied. We apply the McKinsey 7S McKinsey 7S framework to analyze the internal challenges Boeing Aerospace has faced during its recent crisis. This framework helps us assess and religion the critical components of an organization to ensure better coordination and effective strategy. Boeing strategic priorities shifted post merger from emerging excellence and safety towards financial performance and share holders value. The shift created a mismanagement with the company fundamental safety structure. The organizational design became formed with clear reporting oversight which controls authority. This lead Boeing to invite a restructure effort and considered external safety oversight mechanisms. Move on to the next slide. Research question and data sources. This consultancy report is structured around their core research questions that are essential to understanding. And first, we seek to identify and root internal causes of Boeing crisis. This involves examination and organization culture and operational factors that I have contribute to systemic issues, drawing on insight from reputable sources such as Sales to FAA and McKinsey Company data sources to ensure comprehensive to robust analysis to consultancy report employs triangles research entity data from multiple invalidity and diverse sources. I would like to invite Mr. Hussain.
Hello everyone. I'm starting the slide number 15, data quality. Data quality. This consultancy report employs a rigorous triangulated research approach relying entirely on secondary data sources now their reliability and depth provide a comprehensive analysis for Boeing situation. The academic foundation of this report integrates well-established teamwork frameworks, including agency theory, which explore organizational control and incentives. The culture web model, which examines the underlying culture influences the supply chain risk framework, addressing vulnerability and resilience and risky society theory, which provide insight the social risk management. Complementing this academic insight, the report draw key corporate documents Boeing annual financial report in 2023 and the environment, social and governance 20 report is 2024. These documents after detailed information of Boeing financial performance, sustainability effort, and corporate governance operative. The validity and timeless of units. Together, this diverse complementary data and resources for depth of findings and recommendation. So I'm going to next slide 16. Data analytical tool and justification through just today's is Boeing international challenges and external pressure amidst in crisis that would employ a variety of well-established management analysis tools combined with relevant theoretical model. The first root cause analysis utilize identify the fundamental systematic origin of Boeing issues such as leadership decision communication breakdown and overlook engineering concern. This approach help us uncover the deep city organizational. And the second one is SWOT analysis provide a balance evaluation from Boeing internal strength and weakness along external opportunities and threats. This includes consideration of supply chain manipulating regulation and Boeing border operating system. The third one is the stakeholder was applied organization to interest the mapping of the ground, and the last one is the mechanism of framework used to diagnose and rely on the organizational element for improve coherence and performance during this recommendation. Together these tools are a method comprehensive mention is recovery and long-term resilience. So next slide is number 17. Complexity of Boeing crisis and the limits of using a single approach in analyzing it. Boeing ongoing crisis is deeply complex and multifaceted, involving a range interconnected challenges across technical, organizational, and external domains. Internally, corporate governance framework and compliance system. These challenges are compounded by the need to meet rigorous public safety standard and navigate intense regulatory security agency from ICAO. The externally political pressure and involving stakeholder expectation, particularly in safety, transparency, and environment responsibility, and further difficulty from resilience and risk exposure. So recognizing this factor helps to appreciate the Boeing path forward, demand integrated solution, balancing safety, governance, supply chain resilience, and stakeholder engagement to restore it industry leadership and operational stability. Thank you.
Thank you, Hussein. Okay, so the next two slides, slides 18 and 19, are basically a critical literature review. We have developed them to deepen our understanding of the Boeing systematic crisis, and we integrated several important theoretical frameworks, each highlighting critical dimensions of the challenges that the Boeing aerospace crisis that the Boeing is facing, and informing our recommendations as well. The first one is the Christopher's supply chain risks framework that emphasizes the need for resilience in supply chains. And second one, which we have, which is a major highlight, is the McKinsey 7S framework that has helped to diagnose Boeing's internal misalignment. The framework identified a crucial disconnect between Boeing's engineering integrity, the historically central to its corporate identity, and the post-1997 strategic focus on financial performance and shareholders' return. Right now, let's talk about the key findings and conclusions. Now, in response to Boeing's complex crisis, our consultancy report proposes a set of targeted recommendations structured around immediate long-term priorities. Now, let's talk about the short-term recommendations. I'll just mention a few. Reinforcing executive board accountability, specifically for safety performance, ensuring leadership ownership of safety or critical safety outcomes, and then renegotiating supplier agreements to shift emphasis from purely cost-driven considerations to prioritizing reliability and timely delivery, thereby mitigating supply chain vulnerabilities, and also establishing an independent safety oversight committee empowered with external auditing authority to enhance transparency and compliance assurance across the operations. Now, the long-term recommendations will be cultivating and embedding a safety-centric organizational culture, complemented by transparent ESG reporting, reinforcing accountability at every level. Also, investing in advanced technology such as artificial intelligence and digital tools to enable predictive compliance and monitoring, and proactive risk management across complex systems. Also, realigning internal organizational elements, including values, structures, and processes, using a holistic transformation framework like the McKinsey S model to ensure coherence and adaptability. Moving on to recommendations. The final point on the recommendation before we move on to the strategic matrix option, we can talk about we talked about rebuilding core engineering integrity by focusing on continuous staff development, fostering transparent communication, and empowering technical experts in decision making. Finally, to round up, and together, these long-term initiatives seek to restore Boeing's identity as a safety-led and ethically governed aerospace leader, strengthening its operational stability and market reputation for years to come. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for watching our presentation. The next slides are references. Just an overview of our references. So we've come to the end of our presentation. Thank you very much for watching.